I am so proud of me for starting a YouTube channel. But guess what? It took me over 5 years to do it. Yep, you heard right. I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel for over 5 years. Hi, I'm Michelle, and welcome to my Life Over 60. If you've ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, but felt held back by fear, you are not alone. I know exactly how that feels because I had to push through so many fears before I finally hit that upload button. In today's video, I'm sharing the 10 biggest fears I had to overcome to start my YouTube channel. And maybe you can relate, but here's the good news. If I can do it, so can you. So let's talk about it. Fear number 1 was the fear of being seen and losing privacy. The number 1 fear I had was putting myself out there on social media. It was so scary for me. I am such a private person that I don't even engage in social media at all, not even Facebook. I do have a profile on Facebook, but that's only so that I can be notified if a family member or post something or to remind me of people's birthdays. I was scared to put myself out there. The internet is a big place and it's a big scary place. And once you're out there, you're out there. So I had to get used to the idea, and it literally took me 5 years. In the end, I realized that I am in control of what I share. I can set my own boundaries. I don't have to share everything, every detail of my life. I just have to share what feels right for me. And if I decide that I don't like something that I put out there, I have the power to delete the video. So that helped me. Fear number 2, the fear that no one will like me. What if I put all this effort into making videos and nobody likes me? I hate the thought that people might judge me or laugh at me or worse ever, just ignore me completely. But the truth is that not everyone will like me, and that's okay. I mean, I don't like everyone, if I have to be completely honest. I think the right audience, the people who resonate with my message, will find me. At least that is my hope. To find my tribe, because those are the people I'm creating for. Fear number 3 is imposter syndrome, that I have nothing important to say. Okay, so yeah, this was a huge one for me. Who am I to start a YouTube channel? What makes me think that I have anything important or groundbreaking to say? What if what I have to say doesn't matter? But after watching a zillion and one YouTube videos, I realized everyone has a unique voice and perspective, and very few people have anything really groundbreaking or new to say. Most topics have already been talked about before. The difference is that I bring my own unique perspective to it. Some people will relate to me maybe more than others, and some people won't. And that's okay. I am looking for the ones who will vibe with me. Fear number 4 is the fear that I will suck. Okay, so let's be honest. I'm just starting out. I have no idea what I'm doing. But it's just like starting to learn anything. You have no idea what the heck you're doing at the beginning, and you have to figure it out little by little. These are my very first videos, and yes, they probably are not the best, but nobody starts out perfect. You only get better by actually doing it. Every creator I admire started as a beginner. The only way to improve is to keep showing up, to keep learning, and to keep making progress. And not giving up. I think that's the most important thing. And maybe my video so far could use some help. But I'm so proud of them because I finally took action and actually did it. Fear number 5 is the fear of all the technical stuff. Cameras, lighting, editing. Oh my gosh, it was overwhelming at first. I do not have a techie brain at all. And I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to figure it all out. But that was a really big thing for me. But you know what? It's not that hard. YouTube is full of tutorials, and I take it one step at a time. And I actually am learning to love it. I am experimenting and trying something new and different with each video, and it's been really fun. I am a perfectionist in life, and since I stopped putting so much pressure on myself, life in general has been so much more fun. I think you don't have to master everything at once. Just start with the basics and build from there. And for me, I have to remember that I don't have to do this. It's something that I choose to do, I want to do. So if I'm not having fun, just don't do it. Luckily, I'm having a lot of fun. Fear number 6, the fear of being judged. Okay, now this one was tough for me. I was so afraid of what my friends, family, even strangers would think. But at age 65, isn't it time for me to be over that? Do I want to live my life based on other people's opinions? The answer is no, N-O. People will always have opinions, but my happiness and creativity, I think, are more important than their judgment. Besides, if I like it, I think that's all that really matters. Fear number 7 is being on camera. I was so uncomfortable at first. I hated how I looked, how I sounded, how I breathed, everything. But the more I did it, the easier it got. Now only a few videos in, I barely even think about it. If this is a fear for you, trust me, just start. This is something you will overcome really quickly. Fear number 8 was the fear of negative comments. I'll be honest, this was a huge one for me. The internet can be brutal. I worried about getting mean comments. I have a fragile ego. But I realized that no matter what you do, someone will always have something negative to say. I realized this from reading comments on other people's videos. Regardless of how sweet and authentic and beautiful a person is, you'll find a troll who insists on being nasty. I guess the key is to remind myself often not to take it personally, because it really doesn't have anything to do with me. Nasty people have issues. I say block, delete, and move on. Negative people don't deserve my attention or energy. Fear number 9, the fear that no one will watch. What if I spend hours creating videos and nobody watches? Well, that's a possibility, and since I am just starting, that is actually a reality for me. And yes, it is discouraging. But every YouTuber starts with 0 subscribers. I just have to remember that it takes time to grow. And no matter what, I have to stay consistent and create content that you love and that brings some value, and just try to get a little bit better with each video. I think if I do these things and maybe even get help with a course if I need to, if things aren't really progressing, I think the audience will come. I think patience is key, just like it is with most things in life. And fear number 10 is the fear that I won't have enough content ideas. I worried that I'd run out of ideas, but once I got started, I realized that inspiration is really everywhere. And to be honest, other than my life over 60 and living over 60, I still haven't figured out a specific niche. I have so many interests that it's just so hard to narrow down. I'm hoping as my audience grows, they'll help me figure it out. They'll start telling me what they want to see. And the more I create, I know the more ideas will flow. So my problem is not so much coming up with ideas, but more than that, I just can't narrow them down enough. But I think given some time, at least I'm hoping that will evolve more clearly. So there you have it. 10 fears I had to overcome to start my YouTube channel. But the moral of this story is that I faced my fears and I started creating. And I'm here, and I'm learning, and I'm growing. And as long as I am bringing value and having fun, I'll continue to learn and get better and hopefully build my audience. If you're struggling with these fears, just know that you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. The only thing standing between you and your dream is taking that first step. I can't even tell you how freeing it was to publish my very first video and how proud I am of myself. It's a good feeling, and after 5 years, it was long overdue, or maybe it was just at the right time. Sometimes timing is everything. What's one fear that's holding you back from starting? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope this has helped in some way. I'll see you soon.